If you could see the mess up that my bedroom is, just pretend that you don't. Hi YouTube, guess who's back? Me. Basically, I got these eyelashes and they're like anime manga cluster lashes, and I just really wanted an excuse to wear them, and I haven't really had much of an excuse to wear any makeup. I guess low-key, I never thought this would happen to me, but the older you get, the less you just make yourself look nice. Like, I feel like I don't wear makeup anymore. I'm also very single at the minute, so there's no reason to look nice. But yeah, I wanted an excuse to wear them, so I'm gonna do like my go-to summery makeup, because I've been kind of perfecting this look that's kind of makes you look more sun-kissed without doing fake tan or anything. Yeah, my hair is also different, as you can see. I went this blonde colour, and honestly, having extensions is so expensive, but I found my old blonde ones and I was like, I basically got it done and my extensions didn't match my real hair. Obviously it's quite hard to go from orange to blonde, but it was like my extensions were almost green and my real hair was like this kind of really ashy grey colour. And so I managed to fix it myself. I just put like white toner in with like pink dye and it created like this. It's quite nice, but that's the end of my story. I hope that was entertaining for y'all. I'm going to do a little bit of this hint skin tint. I'm not going to use any foundation just because I'm doing a more summery look. You want it to be a bit lighter. So I'm just going to do, yeah, this is in Hint of Marshmallow. So this is a little bit warmer than my skin, but that's good because I'm trying to look, you know, I'm trying to look a little bit healthier. I'm just going to blend that in with a beauty blender. See, it's not too much, but it's like decent coverage for this kind of look. So this is going to be quite a blush heavy look, I think. Like, oh, nearly took my nose piercing out. Like heavy on the bronze and blush, and then like I think topped off with those like manga lashes. I think it could be simple but really cute. And I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Concealer in 160. I always just think this concealer is a little bit pink, but I've recently discovered kind of pinky concealer is good for covering under eye bags. So, and it's true actually. I've not been using my Shape Tape much because this is a bit lighter and doesn't crease and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Also, I think I'm going to do another Sims video. There's like this very small community of people that watch my YouTube that like the Sims videos, and honestly that's what keeps me going. I did play a little bit, I don't know if anybody's played that Inzoi game, the Sims Compare, but I literally, like I was being so frugal with my money, like I've been trying to save because I've been skint, so I'm like trying to save money, so I was like I'm going to treat myself to this game because I've been waiting years to play it. Because I remember when it got announced and I was like, this is going to be the best game ever, and I bloody bought it and it was low-key not that good. Like the character customization is good, but the actual gameplay kind of sucks. So I actually played it once for a couple hours and then I never played it again. So it's 23 degrees here in Scotland, so for once I'm actually too hot. I'm not sponsored by Fenty, they just got good makeup. I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Contour in Amber 01. And I'm going to go quite heavy on this because it's quite a light contour, so this contour is really nice for like warming up your face if you're a bit pale as well. Right, I'm using this brush to blend. I mean, it does the job. But I've lost all my favourite brushes. I don't know what I've done with them. Like, does anybody remember my little like trusty yellow brush that I use in every makeup tutorial? It's gone walkabout and it's like genuinely upsetting me because I had no other brush like it and it's just completely disappeared. Like if I find out somebody's like stole it from me, I'd literally never ever forgive them. Like there's so many times where I reach for it and it's just gone. Part of my life gone. I just use my fingers to blend out the nose contour. I actually started not contouring this, like the bump in my nose, because it actually makes it look more bumpy. So I've just been leaving it. Fun story for you there. Now with the blush, I do want to go like a pinkier vibe because yeah, as I said, I'm trying to do like, oh, cute pinky vibes. So I'm going to take this, it's this brand, I never know how to say it. The No Reals Cream, but I use this for blush. I'm just going to put it here and then a little bit here. I'm going to probably go over with some powder blush anyway, so this doesn't have to be perfect. Now let's take it right up this bit. Yeah, and I'll say this literally every time I get on YouTube, but I'm going to try and be a bit more consistent with my videos. I don't know, to be completely honest, I just get a bit depressed and then I don't make YouTube videos. That's all it is really, because... And then when I'm a bit depressed, I try and make YouTube videos and then they're really bad because, you know, I'm not feeling it. And then I don't upload them, so... But I think it's important to stay consistent with these things, and I think it, in the long run, usually makes me feel better anyway, so... Taking another hint skin tint for the freckles, and I'm using an old floss stick to do it this time. It's always something new. I've lost my trusty Kirby that was all bent. And we're gonna go quite hard on the freckles because this is a summer look. Honestly, don't know how I feel about my new hair. Like, I think it looks nice. It is a little bit like mismatchy. There's a little bit, there is some tones in here that like just doesn't look right, but I don't know, there's something about me having like just like long blonde hair that just doesn't, like, I chose this obviously, but low-key I'm like, I feel like Taylor Swift, like this isn't me. Do you know what I mean? Like this, I feel like I've just scalped someone and put their hair on my head. Does that make sense? Like, I was thinking about using like rose toner that you get from like Bleach London, and I also have the rose shampoo and conditioner from Bleach London, and I maybe make it a bit pink and I'd probably feel a bit more like myself. Because I feel like it's pretty hair, but like, no, I'm having a bit of an identity issue with it. I was thinking of maybe like bleaching my eyebrows and maybe doing a micro fringe so it's a bit less like basic. Is that really cringe to say, to admit that? Oh, actually, I'm gonna go do some beauty spots before I powder. Actually, you know what? I've decided I'm gonna upload the Pinterest chooses my makeup. I think for some reason I have this like attitude where it's like, oh, I can't upload this video because I don't love it. But I'm like, people aren't forced to watch my stuff. If they don't like it, they can just click out. I don't know why I act like people are going to be like, this video sucks. Like, people just won't watch it. Like, it's fine. Although after the video, I haven't looked back at it in a while, but like, the video is low-key terrible. Like, just the makeup looks so bad. I guess that's what happens when Pinterest randomly picks your makeup. I'm using the NARS translucent powder, by the way. That is running out. This is not sponsored by Fenty Beauty, but I'm using the Fenty Beauty India Sun bronzer. This is really old, but I bet they don't even sell this. I'm just gonna warm my face up a little bit more. You know what's funny about me as well? It's like every like couple years I do this. Like, I dye my hair like a kind of boring colour, and then I'll just start morphing into someone from Love Island or something. I'll be like, well, now my hair's this colour, I guess I'll fake tan, and I guess I'll start wearing White Fox and Old Polly, and then I just start turning into like this random like persona that I've made up, and then it just goes away after a couple months. I don't know why I do that. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Kaleidos blush. Now, I love Kaleidos dearly, but the issue I have with the blushes is like this doesn't have a shade name on it, so I can't tell you what shade it is, but it looks like this. It's just like proper pinky. I'm just going to go over it, and I'm going to go under my eye again. Like so, and a little bit on the nose. Okay, I've shaved my eyebrows down a lot. What I was supposed to do actually is, I was meant to give them a bleach because I wanted to kind of do that, you know, that Ariana Grande thing. When she dyed her hair blonde, she kind of had like, she didn't have bleached eyebrows, but well, she just had eyebrows that matched her hair. I was meant to do that, but I haven't. So... fun story once again. So we're just going to do normal brows, although yeah, I have shaved them down a bit, so they're going to be on the thinner side. Using the e.l.f. eyebrow gel and running it through. And I'm taking my trusty NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen in Ash Brown, and I'm going to just make a shape. Okay, those brows, what are they? They're sisters, not twins. They're cousins at this point. You know what, I'm gonna actually keyword attempt to make these a little bit lighter to see if I can get them to match my hair. This might just make my eyebrows a bit ashy, to be honest. You know, I always do this with my makeup brushes. Instead of like wiping them off, I just rub them into my hand and then I just go about my day with like hands that look completely disgusting. I need to stop doing that. But also, tell me what you guys think, but I'd love to start doing some more lifestyle, is that the right terminology? You know, like, just like vlogs and stuff, like day in the lives, well, maybe not day in the life, just like vlogs. Just taking a little bit of white eyeshadow and putting it on. Sorry, I don't know how to finish that sentence. Putting it here. I'm walking a fine line with this makeup look. Like I'm doing it kind of as I go, but I'm trying to go between like Pamela Anderson and like cutesy, and I'm feeling a bit lost, so hopefully it comes out okay. I'm honestly just using it as an excuse to like use these little anime cluster lashes. I'm putting like a baby pink colour just here, although it's not doing much. But I think baby pink is a shout. Also, I'm using... Okay, don't cancel me. I'm using a cancelled palette, but as I've said in my other videos, I'm not throwing away a whole makeup eyeshadow palette. Okay, that's so wasteful. I think actually I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer. A little bit of eyeshadow. Oh, I never wear eyeshadow. I think just because I'm so ass at putting it on that I just avoid it, but it does look better. Using my beloved Rock Candy palette. Colourpop sponsor me, I use this in every single video. And I'm taking this like shimmery pink colour. I'm going to put it over that. Just with my finger. See, it's really subtle, but it's like, I think it'll work for this kind of look. Just put a little bit of this colour, I Dig You. And then I'm mixing it with the colour Crushed, which is a bit warmer. I'm just going to put it on this bit. And just, as you can see, it's very subtle. Because I'm ass at putting on eyeshadow and I don't want to ruin this. So I don't want to take it too far. I'm actually going to use the 24 Hour Inks eyeliner by Urban Decay in Whiskey. I would have preferred to use black, but I don't have a black at the minute. So I've gone out, no, this isn't a thick line, but it's like thick, kind of thick. So it leaves me to have room for error, basically. Okay, I'll leave these in the description below. If you don't see them in the description below, just remind me because I am stupid and I'll probably forget. Just putting a dot of eyelash glue on and kind of waiting for it to get tacky. And I think I'm just going to dip these lashes in. So I don't have any tweezers or anything to put them on with, so... Ugh. Don't know whether to do some inner corners or not. Maybe just a little one. So I don't mean to bite my nails. This is what they look like. They're like pointy. Oh no, okay, hold on. I don't know if this is gonna look good. I'm doing this. Because this might actually be easier. Although make sure it doesn't fall into your eyeball. Because I think that's what's about to happen to me. I'm putting a smaller lash and then a bigger lash, then a smaller lash. So as you can see, there's like 16mm, 14mm, 12mm. So I'm going 16, 14, 16, 14, and then I'll go 12 and then smaller and smaller. Oh my god, this is so fiddly. Okay, I'm kind of having the realisation that these are going to be really hard to put on the inner bit. So, again, pray for me, please. I just tried to do that thing where you put it underneath your lash. It did not work. Oh my god. This isn't fun at all. This sucks. Putting another long one on. Fuck it. I'm feeling crazy. Those came out pretty cute. I actually bought lashes really similar to this. Off probably Amazon as well. They look like this. Obviously these are less extreme, but these looked so bad because the band was so thick. So I guess you get the same effect with these without the band, which is really good. Should I try and put them on my bottom lash? Would that be crazy? So I did a video that I deleted of this because on TikTok, because everyone was like, you did it so wrong. But you take a cluster lash, you flip it over. I didn't flip it over, you see. And if you do that, you get these little lashes at the bottom. Will that look cute? Oh my god, long story, but I actually have trauma from people knocking on my door. Somebody just knocked on my door. Instant reaction to start shaking. What was I doing? This is going to make, the shaking is going to make this 10 times harder. Okay, I'm not going to do it because I think that would only look good with a lot of black eyeshadow underneath. I'm going to take my Lid Light by Lime Crime and Airy. Don't know if I said this in the last video I did, but did you see that Lime Crime are discontinuing all their makeup? Or was that like April Fools, I wonder? They're only doing hair dye now. Isn't that crazy? They used to be one of my favourite makeup brands. Yeah, so I'm putting that under here, if you didn't know. Putting it here. And I'm putting it here. I'm just going to put a little bit of the Ray Rider highlighter by Kaleidos. Just going to put that a little bit here, not too much. And I'm taking the Milk Makeup Mascara, and hopefully none of these will fall out. Being very gentle. I don't know whether to put something under my eye. Yeah, you know what? You only live once. Taking some white pencil liner. This is by Revolution. Yeah, I have multiple traumas from why I'd like people knocking at my door, but honestly, one of them, I forgot to pay my council tax for ages and bailiffs showed up at my door. And I didn't realise. I was like, funnily though, they showed up at my door a day after I remembered that council tax exists, and I paid it off. Did it bankrupt me? Yes, but I was like, shit, I better pay that, or the bailiffs will come. And turns out the next day, I obviously didn't process in their system, and then this like woman in a suit showed up at my front door with like 2 scary men behind her, and she was like, whatever, something about the council tax, and I was like, I paid it. and then you could tell by her face, she was like, yeah, I'm sure you have. But they checked the system and they're like, oh, sorry. And I was like, God. The timing of that was crazy though. That was like divine intervention from them coming in and taking, like, what would they take? I don't even have anything good to take. Maybe my PC. I would cry and scream and like throw up if they took my PC though, not to be dramatic. I need to not do anything crazy, but I'm taking the same I Dig You shade under my eyes. Yeah, that does look better, to be fair. Taking a darker shade just to darken it up, I guess. Let me try and do these under eyelashes and see how it looks. Oh, these are going to be hard because my lower lashes are long AF and my top lashes are so basic and boring. I wish I could reverse it. But that makes it hard to stick these on. Okay, that worked. Is this gonna stick? Moment of truth. You know, I don't think I'm a very angry person, but stuff like this makes me furious because it's like fiddly. Anything that makes me do this and like falls through my hands and stuff. The moment of truth though. Will mascara make them fall out? Okay, we're gonna do lipstick and then we are donezo. Taking my Gucci Beauty lipstick in Tasty Hazel. I'm just gonna line my lips with that. Okay, and then we're going to take this lipstick, Walk of No Shame by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just gonna put that in the middle. Okay, I'm going to touch up my hair, change my top because it's covered in foundation, and I'll be back to show you the finished result. Hey, this is the finished look. It looks a lot better and like on camera. I kind of look a bit scary IRL, but yeah, it's very like anime vibes, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, it's cute. I don't have anything else to say. I'm like, can I film any more time? Yeah, hope you liked the video. Let me know if you want to see any other kind of makeup tutorials. I do enjoy doing something a bit different that changes my vibe like this a little bit. So yeah, let me know. And I'll be back soon with another video. And I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.